All right, buddy, so this is an instructional video on the fish just in case you need it. This is the emergency contact number in case you need to reach us for whatever reason. And this is the schedule. The blue is the morning, the pink is the evening. So we have you for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the 27th, 28th, and 29th. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So pretty much just come over on Saturday and when you're done in end zone. The fish food, I'm just going to leave on the coffee table here. It looks like this. They really don't eat very much. If you look in here, it doesn't look like there's a lot in there, but this is actually enough food to last them a month, just to give you a perspective on how little they actually eat. So when you feed them, all you need is a pinch of food. There, about like that. They don't need more than that. That's plenty for them. Just sprinkle in the water. So they don't really need very much, just a little. So you want to give this food to everyone in the living room. About a pinch for this tank, a pinch for this tank, a pinch for this tank, and the little tanks, this little tank, this little tank, and these two little tanks need like less than a pinch. You know, maybe just a few flakes, and it's plenty for them. I don't know, probably about that much. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, about that much, that's plenty. So they don't really need to eat very much. That's about how much food I put in there. And then we have worms in the freezer. They look like this. Well, I can't punch these out, but you punch them out like pills. They look like this. So the big tank in the living room with the eel in it. There he is. Just drop 2 of those in a day. So then we have the tank in the office. The food's just going to be up here. It's just like kind of a Ziploc bag thing. Like I said, maybe about 10 pellets or so for these guys. If they don't eat their food, it'll be on the bottom. Just don't feed them if they have food in the bottom. I'm going to leave the dogs in the office because you mentioned that you might have Dee and Shane over to game on Saturdays, and it might be less of a pain for you to have them out of the way so you're not having to trip over them. Just remember, Luna is not here. She's at my grandparents, so you don't have to worry about her. Just these two dumbasses, Dingus and Dangus. And then there are some tanks in the bedroom. So these guys, the same food from the living room, about the same amount in this tank, and just a tiny amount in that tank. That only has 1 fish in there, so it only needs a couple flakes, not very much. Less is more. It's better to feed them too little than too much. Fish don't need to eat very much, just a few flakes is all he needs. And then this guy in here, this big blue bastard in the back, he eats this stuff. It'll be on the tank, just leave it there. He eats like maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 pellets. Probably 4. About like that. That's all he needs. He doesn't need more than that. Just drop him right in there. And then lastly, you know where the folding table is. I'm just going to keep it right here so you can game on it. If for whatever reason you get the wild hair up the ass to want to do Armada or something where you need 2 tables, I've got the other table here. And this thing with lockjaw on top of it, this is their food. So that's where the dog food comes from. So we're going to have you feed the dogs in the evening when you're over. So it's just in this big trash can here. You just give them, you just fill up their food bowl, stick it in there with them. They should run into their kennel like freaking crazy animals because they want to eat. That's where they eat. Just feed them in their kennel. That's everything. Just guess the most important thing is if you forget to do something, it's fine. No one's going to die if you forget to do something a day. The only important thing is just lock the door when you leave and make sure that no one spills anything on the couch. All right, buddy. Well, I'll bring you back a souvenir. Thanks for doing this. I do appreciate it, man. Yeah, have a good week. Catch you week and a half.